Okay, I believe this was a Storm League game where I played Fenix, and I just thought I would use it as a example to show off or explain sort of my approach to Fenix and what I like to do with them. So, Stitches, Stukov, Fenix, Tychus, and Thrall versus May, Brightwing, Greymane, Blaze, and Lunar. So, with the Brightwing, the Polymorph, and obviously the May and Blaze stuns, they got some decent CC on their side, which is something to watch out for as Fenix. And on our side, you know, we're relying on the Stitches hooks and the Stukov roots and the Thrall roots. So not a lot of hard CC, not a lot of peeling. I mean, I guess the Stukov has a bit, and Thrall, when he's there, has a bit, but Thrall is supposed to be the solo laner, obviously not going at the moment. But we're here mostly to talk about Fenix. So the build I go is advanced targeting. I like the stacking damage, and specifically I like the extra circle of the laser. But what I like to do first is I like to fight. You have shields, they regenerate quick. You may as well use them. So go in there, take some damage, and get a few stacks. I only got 2 because the team was kind of split because we had the help. So there it is again, spinning the laser. There's 4 more. And if we keep brawling, we'll again just go higher and higher. Once we get 30, that's the big power spike. And then after that, it's just extra crazy. So we're just pushing in, we clear the way, push into their wall. 5 seconds until the camp comes up, so we go through that. When I'm clearing camps solo, I like to go and take the shield damage. Or even with a team, I like to take the shield damage first, but Stitches is right in there taking aggro, so there's not much I can do except damage. Team rotates up for the turret camp. I go and set the lane. Fenix is great for that. Can clear waves really quick, and he's pretty safe. My team gets a kill, but that's not important. Here we have me versus Lunar. Just staying at max range because you trade well. If Lunar can hit you, you can hit her. And if you hit her twice and she hits you twice and you back off, then your shield regenerate and you win the time. So they come down to clear the ninja or something like that, and I go in trying to get some time. I missed the Q there, and there's the polymer. You hold your warp until the CC is gone, and then you warp out. Now here I'm poisoned to death, but I'm not taking any more damage. So even with the poison ticking, my shields come back, and I don't actually die. Without the Stukov, I still would have lived. The warp also, while you're not there, casts poison damage for the half second that you're actually 0.75 seconds. So I'm still trying to get some advanced targeting stacks. Here we go again. We're trying to take them. It's 4 versus 3 for some reason. Tychus loves being on top. I don't quite know why. But there they go in, they go in again. And I just stay close to the tower. Before I take target acquired, so when I later them and start attacking them, I get the movement speed. That's what's getting me out of here. Greymane goes in. Again, I'm poisoned, but we will out. Obviously, every time. If once you know how much you can take, you can cut it pretty close and still deal. We made them use the turret there, but this build really starts to shine at 7 and at 13, and then 16 and 20 are both wonderful tiers too. But the way you play changes at 7, and your aggressiveness changes at 13. And I'll explain it when we get there. So here we're just doing objective, and I warp over the wall, get back damage on Blaze, who gets knocked back, killed. I guess it was a little deep. But at 7 we get Warp Warfare, and that means when you warp you get attack speed, and when you kill someone, your warp resets. So when I warped over to kill the Blaze, once he's dead, I can warp back to the So here I warp in, I kill the Grey Mane, and I get another warp, and I warp onto the May, which I kill her, we kill her. I just walk out, but I do have the option to warp again. That's a bunch of big damage. We have 35 stacks, so we're getting the extra spin of the laser, which is a big power boost. It's 50% more on your laser. Here I was starting with camp solo, so I do a long range attack, bait out the cleave, and then warp over it. And so I land behind him. I'm not in the cleave zone. That time I was, because Suka was in my way. But you don't get cleaved, and you get your attack speed, and then you start hitting your shields with normal attacks, and you can solo the camp. You do end up taking a little bit of actual damage, but not much, and then your shields come back. But we got the ninja, we warp in, we kill the Lunar, get the warp reset. May skates out, so we don't actually chase her, but warp is ready again. If we see an opportunity, we can go. We don't have to wait for 13 seconds for the warp. We're pretty close to 10. At 10, either talent is fine for the build. It just depends on what your team is doing. So in this one, I want Purification Salvo. So we're just sieging into the camp, playing back with long range attack. Even though there's only 2 targets, you don't want to take too much extra damage. And there's the warp reset if we want it. But Blaze is flanking, it's a bit dangerous to go in. Purification Salvo, and we just warp backwards to safety. We get the kill. Warp quickly back. There it is. We get the kill. Warp in on the May. I'm moving faster than her. I get the auto attack, except that Stu does the kill. I probably could have killed her if she had too many points. But, you know, if your team gets the kill, that's what that is. Here, our team is tanking, so I can try and kill the wave faster to get minions to tank it. And we just keep pushing our boats down. Lunara can't stop us all. And now it's a game of waiting until 13. 13 is one of his best talent tiers. And so you don't want to go too aggressive until then. You just want to play safe, get some experience. So we take camps, soak the lanes. Our top lane's pushed out really far, so we just sort of hang back and be patient. They took Vision, which gives them experience, but we can take it back and get more experience, so it actually helps us. I warp out of the Blizzard, because there's no way of walking out of that. Blaze slows. But Blaze are kind of overcommits. It's a 4v5 here. I don't know what's going on here. But we get the kill, we get another kill, warp resets. There's a fort. I don't like warping into the fort, especially with Brightwing finally showing up. So we just back up. Brightwing is annoying, because if you warp in, you're really powerful for 4 seconds, but if she polymorphs you, you don't get any of that value. So if my team is pushing, I get the experience by the gate, and I see the ninja. So I go up there. So here I'm going to shoot it, warp over the cleave, and then tank it with my shields, except Thrall moves close. So I took a half step closer, so that Thrall's not taking actual damage. I hate it when I'm taking shield damage and someone steps up and takes aggro. Just like, why would you take damage? You don't have to. We're getting closer and closer to 13. Big chunk of experience from that camp. Just waiting for it to happen. They are on their Sentinel. Probably should start. And here we find out they kind of get stuck in their own ice wall. And we have 13s. And that's when we take Adanium Armor. Shell, excuse me. You'll notice I warped onto the camp. It's because I get 50 armor and 175% attack speed for 4 seconds. So the turret camp doesn't really do any damage to me, and I kill it pretty quick. Obviously we had help from my team, but you can solo camps, no problem. And here we're just gonna push this down. Trying to get some more stacks, because why not? More damage, right? And then sort of playing safe. Our tank is up forward, so I'm not too worried. Warp is available, so something happens, like I'm stuck in a blizzard, I can just go out. Here I go in because they've used a bunch of stuff. I get the 50 armor, and I can just tank. If they think, you know, hey look, there's a Phoenix really close. They blow a bunch of their abilities, and you just take it on 50% armor. You want the danger, and then you back off. You just use your shields. Kill the Greymane, warp onto Lunar, another reset, warp onto Blaze. They're a bit tanky, so they're full health. You're probably not going to kill them without warp, but you're doing damage. And we're pushing the objective at the same time. And I'm not in any danger. I haven't taken any actual damage yet, just with shields. And Blaze dies. The root on May eventually dies too. Even with that, I'm still attacking super fast. She's just dead. We're approaching 16. 16 is a fun tier because you can take percent damage, which burns anyone down, even, you know, May or in general. But, or you can take cooldown reduction. In this game, I took percent damage, put on a map with more space. I might take cooldown reduction to do more PvP and stuff. Like you can take camps faster. But we take the structures we can before they res. We back off. There's more camps to take, so we go and do those. Warp onto the thing for armor reduction. If you're soloing camps and you're in sort of aggressive territory, you don't want to do that because then your warp is gone, and if they come in, you don't have a defensive or offensive warp, you're just in trouble. But with your whole team here, it's safe to do that. You just clear it faster and take less damage. Regenerate your shields faster. And you can see we're not team fighting for quite a while after that, so I have the 13 seconds to get the warp back. Now we're kind of flanking them. Warp over the wall. We have percent damage on the Blaze. He is taking a ton from us. But we'll kill the Brightwing first because she has fear. They kind of both have the same time. But now warp is again back up. Everything's in there. With 2 dead, easy to just walk in and just use the turret to not take damage. And we take what we can and we get out. They're up in 10 seconds. We can steal the camp on the way out. They just took their sentinel, so it's not up for a while. And then they have whatever else we decide to do. We can push in the lane, so we can try and push a lot of keep. There's no objective, so it's just we're almost 5. Don't take any risks. Warp over the Blaze charge. Bunker should have come out, but didn't. Maybe it was off the ground. But percent damage just burns the Blaze down. We didn't get stunned. That's one of the joys of offensive warps. You can skip over them. And warp is back up because we killed them. And we're just letting our shield regenerate before we go again. There's a 50 on there. If you don't have any shields, not going to do that. So with full health, full shield, we warp right in under the and we just hit everybody. We get the Greymane kill. We're a little low, so we warp out. So we use our ults. Another kill, warp. Another kill, warp. We're low health, but so what? They're all dead, except Blaze. But we don't have warp anymore, we just used it. Our health is low and shields are low, so I back off. I don't contest the Blaze. If he lands the stun, you could be in trouble. But I'm just letting my shield regen while Tychus tanks. And now I'm ready, warp in Blaze, percent damage, goes down fast. But I have aggro now with no health and no shields, and even with the warp, I should have dropped aggro but didn't. So I can't stay in there. And we all should have backed out, but we won't. I could go in and try to help him, but his whole team is reviving. It sucks. I don't like backing away, but going alone against 4 heroes when there's a polymorph and a blind, you're probably not killing anybody. But we're getting closer to 20. And we go and we take camps again. They're coming in, but we were already on it, so no big deal. I'm a little low health, but 1 Stukov trait and we're back up. Warping on the right wing, it's super dangerous. Again, we're polymorph to cancel, but his team wasn't right there, and I had the 50 armor if they were. I likely could have walked out of that. Just sidestep the ice wall, Now I'm trying to just peel for the Stuka. I'm blocking him, I try to get in front of him, slow it down in the team, I use my ult just to try and scare him off. Kinda works, but he didn't get damage. I try to warp and chase, but it warps right into a blizzard and just holds me back, unfortunately. If I hadn't gotten stunned, I could have maybe tried. But we're not quite 20 yet. Fighting is not the best idea, but we're not back. Half percent damage, so May takes up a lot. And I just melt her down. I warp over the back. I'm trying to attack Lunar, but there's so many people underneath her that it's hard to target. I don't quite get the graining because I warped the wrong direction, but we killed everybody else. And we have a pretty decent Stitches, so he dies anyway. Now we're 20, and I take Unconquered Spirit. I don't think I actually used it this game, but it's a super safe option, and it makes it so you can be much more aggressive when you get your warps. If you kill someone and almost die, you can still warp in the fight. The whole team will think you're going to die, but then your shields come back up and you have 50 armor, like you're at full health. It's ridiculous. Blaze Bunker's super annoying because I warped over to get the kill, and I didn't right away. That can stop you because you lose your armor after a while, but he died anyway. And yeah, we won the game. And if you look at the stats, we got 15 kills, 0 deaths, highest tier damage. Not quite highest siege because we were fighting the other team so much. And that was with the Brightwing sort of countering us and the May countering us, because you're super auto attack with the percent damage and the attack speed. One blind from May, it kind of shuts you down. One polymorph from Brightwing kind of shuts you down. But once you learn how to avoid those or wait until they're used to go in, you can be super effective on Fenix. And I just wanted to share this game because it was a Storm League game that, you know, 35 kills to 12, and half of them were my kills. He's really strong in the right circumstances. And honestly, I think our team was better. The Stitches was landing a lot of hooks. And our Stukov, like their Brightwing, there was that one fight when she didn't come down and things like that. That happens in Storm League. But even though we had that advantage, I think the Fenix sort of pushes it and makes it a bigger advantage. Especially with the resets on 7. You know, you get 1 kill, you can turn that into 3 or 4. Kind of like Leeming. It's a little more risky, but it's a lot of fun. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you with this. Just some Fenix stuff, because why not?